What's up, K2S Combat fans? I'm Geena Lucille, and I am joined with K2S Combat's $100,000 lightweight Grand Prix challenger, Sean SuperFly Felton, out of Buffalo, New York. That's right. And
What's
I
up,
want to
baby?
apologize. I was like, it's Sunday. I'm wearing my little granny sweater, and I was like, I'm just gonna call up Sean and see how he's doing. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm really good. It's nice to finally get on a call with you.
Yeah, it's nice to finally meet you.
We've had to do a bunch of like breakdown stuff, and so we were just shooting like a breakdown bracket which will air soon. So I was doing some research on you. You're a veteran of the sport. You're a fucking badass. Mario, you're gonna have to bleep that out. So like I love seeing you guys that have been really putting your time in on, the regional level and getting introduced to the national level. And it's awesome to see you guys get picked up to do something like this. So when you got the call for $100,000 lightweight Grand Prix, what went through your mind?
I was pretty amped up. We've been trying to get, a matchup since like this past summer, since around like June, and when they said it was for 100K too, we we couldn't say no to that. So I'm just happy to get back in there, and just a little like cherry on top that we're fighting for 100K. So it's cool.
Well, I mean, with you guys, and I do speak for the whole, the whole bracket of fighters. It's tough to find you guys fighters because people, even though you're pros and they sign a contract, they back out or they just don't take the fight, period. Has that been a problem for you in the past?
As an amateur, yes, and as a pro, but and then recently, ever since I got healthy again, like I said, we've been trying to get a matchup since June, and just stuff hasn't been falling into play. And ironically, my opponent for April, we almost got matched up with in February. So when K2S called and they offered the Grand Prix, and then when they told me the opponent, I was like, hell yes, let's do it. So
You're like, let's go. So what do you
let's
think
go.
about your opponent, Boyd?
Am I pronouncing his name right? It's slow-mo, right?
Shlomo, yep, Shlomo Boyd,
Yeah.
ATL.
Yeah. ATL, baby. I'm excited for the matchup. Like I said, we were almost matched up for a promotion in February. It fell through, and a few months later, here we are, matched up again. So ready to get in there, showcase my new skills, what I've been working on the past year. I just can't wait to get back in there and have some fun and do what I love.
Absolutely. So stylistically, where do you see this fight going? Like, how do you see this fight going in your way?
Without giving too much away.
Of course, we don't want to give away your secret sauce or anything.
I know my man's doing his homework. All right, yeah. I'm doing my homework. My team, we're doing a bunch of homework and studying on slow-mo. So we'll be prepared for wherever the fight goes. But I do envision my hand getting raised, no matter if it's by KO, TKO, submission, or decision. So
one thing I really like about this matchup is you guys are actually really tall fighters, for 155. You guys have reach on you. You're taller. Shlomo is moving down from 170 to 155. So I think it's his first 155 fight. So it's just going to be really...
tell Shlomo he better make weight.
Well, at K2S Combat, we don't not make weight. We're actually, I don't know, maybe this is just me talking, but like I'm like really big on weight because I was a jockey, so I had to make weight all the time. It was like
yes.
Yeah, we had to make weight.
Yeah,
so
no, I saw that on your profile that you used to be a jockey.
Yeah. I still technically have my license, so I'm like, I could just go and like hop on some little racehorses and have fun. I'm tempted for sure. But with fighting, I mean, you have been doing this for a really long time. Tell me a little bit about how you got started into fighting and where you ended up now with K2S Combat.
Yeah, quick little just summary about myself. Kind of started competing at the age of 5 in football and other sports like gymnastics and baseball and basketball and stuff like that. Played football for about 10 years, competed in college and track and field for a couple of years. Did baseball and, like I said, gymnastics for a few years growing up. And when my athletic career was over after college, I was going a little stir crazy and I needed something to do. And I've been a fan of the sport ever since I was in like middle school. So I was looking up a few different training facilities in the 716 area, did my research, stepped foot in the door, and I told myself if my body and my mind can take all the punishment, that I would give this all I got, and I would try to become, professional one day and then world champion, as the journey continued. So still chasing that dream.
And how has it been being in a promotion like K2S Combat? Because they are new, but how have they been treating you and the promotional stuff? How is it different from any other promotion?
Yeah, no, K2S Combat, you guys are doing your thing. It's amping me up even more to compete come April for this Grand Prix tournament. All the interviews I'm seeing, all the different promotional things, and been treating me with love. And the communication's going real well on both ends. So I'm just happy that even though they're newer, like promotion, you guys are doing a real good job. So I'm excited to perform for y'all.
That's awesome, man. I'm happy to hear that because I am on the production side of the team. But what about these celebrity commentators? Like what? So they have a UFC vet who is going to be the play-by-play, but then you've got Rambo, John Keys, Kimmy Dunn, me on the outside, in and out, other celebrities that are going to be sprinkled in throughout the year, and the celebrity VIP tables that are going to be behind us. So you've got I can't disclose any names but they're on the list to show up. Yeah. So with that being said, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, it's kind of wild, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm excited to perform regardless of who's going to be there, but it is going to be nice to put on a great show for all the celebrities there and show them what I'm all about come April. So I'm excited.
I mean, so when you get your hand raised, the fighters, when they get their hand raised, Rambo goes in and he Joe Rogans it.
Yeah, I saw his interview. He's a Joe Rogan the other night. I'm all for it. He's
so excited. Do you follow his stuff?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. He's on Swamp People. He is so amazing. He's just awesome to be around. And John Keys is so involved.
Yeah, I saw his one interview he did when he was at the mall, and people were coming up to him and he was talking about he's going to be, the Joe Rogan of the night. So that amped me up.
He's literally the best. He's going to be so great to go in there and be all Rambo. Do you want to see the belt? I have the belt.
Oh man, you might as well just ship it to me now, girl. Yeah, let me see it.
All right. She's a big girl now. She's a big girl.
Let me see my baby.
I know. So we're going to release it soon. We were going to wait. We've been having a meeting back and forth about her, but I don't. It's like 5 layers of gold.
Let's go.
Look at this thing.
I love it.
She's so heavy.
She's beautiful.
This is legit.
She's going to look real good around my shoulder and my waist. I'll tell you that.
I know. Oh, my gosh.
You hold on for me until then, though.
Heavy, man. It's heavy belt. Oh, no. Isn't that pretty, though? Jesus.
No, she's gorgeous.
When it came, I, got the box, and I was like, this can't be right. This thing is massive. Oh. Anyways, yeah, she's beautiful. There's a lot of guys that want to take this thing home. I was actually, let's see here. Who did I talk to? I talked to CJ Hunter earlier this weekend and your opponent Shlomo. And they were all like, whoa, I want that belt.
I bet.
So with the belt comes $100,000 plus obviously if you're winning $100,000, there's $26,000 in prize money all the way up until the 100 plus the belt. What kind of change is that in your life? What kind of is that life-changing money for some people? I think so.
Yeah, 100%. If someone says no, then they're either lying or really, really rich.
Get them out of here.
Yeah. But no, it would do great things for myself and my family and my future. Whenever I have kids and whatnot, future family and all that stuff. So, but honestly, the money's all good, but I'm just more excited just to get in there and scrap and get my hand raised, and because it's been almost 2 years, so I'm just ready to get back in there and do my thing.
That's so awesome, man. I am so excited to see you April 15th. It's going to be because a lot of the guys, I think because the guys that they have in this Grand Prix know each other from regional promotions that they've kind of crossed paths and stuff. and no one was really talking about Tim Dooling and you. And I mean, I'm a New Englander, so I'm thinking like, guys, don't, I know you're focused on your opponent, of course, your
Of
first
course.
opponent,
Of
but
course.
you don't want to count these New England guys out, man. You guys come from top-notch gyms. Your training partners are exceptional. They're in the UFC, they're in Bellator, they're in One Championship. I mean, it's not a lack. You guys do not have a lack of training partners up there.
Yeah, no, I train with a lot of good guys. Got some good coaches. Got a few different new coaches, and I've been doing a lot of cross training for this camp too as well, just to get be as prepared as possible for anywhere this fight goes. I'm sure you know who Pat Mix is, who Solomon Renfro is. Those are the homies right there, my boys. So yeah, and I don't know if I don't know if you know this. I'm pretty sure Shlomo knows this, but because I'm pretty sure Nate already told him. But I used to come down to Atlanta a lot for about maybe I was in between 5 to 7 years. I used to come down there and train all the time. I used to train with Nasty Nate Williams. I see, that's he's a good dude. So
Nasty Nate.
I'm hoping for the best for him. I'm hoping he makes it to the finals, and I know I'm gonna make it to the finals. And I would love to see him there. We used to get some good work in back in the day. So
That's gonna be amazing.
I'm
So,
I'm sure you told Slow-Mo I used to be down there all the time getting working with those boys. So I know how they get down, and I'm excited.
that's awesome. What about, okay, let's talk about the bracket. Who do you think is the toughest opponent, and then who do you think is the weakest opponent?
Honestly, when K2S Combat reached out to me, like I said, I was almost matched up with Slow-Mo before, so we agree, we liked that matchup a lot. And then I did a quick little research on all the other guys, and I'm a big fan of all the competitors in this bracket, and I match up well with all of them. So didn't really dive deep into who's the strongest and who's the weakest, because in this tournament anything can happen, and this guy could lose, that guy could win, and that could throw everything off. So honestly, all my focus is on Shlomo, and then when I get my hand raised in April, we'll see who the next guy is. We'll study him as much as we can, and then we're taking this one fight at a time, baby, one win at a time.
So diplomatic. We like some diplomatic answers. So what about we're doing weigh-ins are in the morning. So I got the schedule. We're doing weigh-ins in the morning, and
Early
then we're
morning
doing
weigh-ins.
early morning weigh-ins, and then we do mock weigh-ins with a press conference.
Perfect.
And there's been talk that do you know who Detroit Dust is?
Detroit Dust. I'm not.
The survival training.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, but
Okay.
Man, I got you.
So
got you.
Detroit Dust might be doing a seminar after the weigh-ins.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
So would you or any of your teammates want to, get in on that?
Honestly,
maybe your cornermen.
Yeah,
give them a
probably
little
my
test.
cornerman. I'm gonna be locked in, ready to go.
Not you.
Yeah. So if my cornermen, if they want to have some fun and do all that stuff, I'm all for it. Definitely love to do it after the win. If I can catch up even for a second. So, but just tunnel vision.
I like that. That's great. No
distractions. No distractions.
You're like laser focused and there to win it. We the company they send me all the information, like we're in meetings and I get a lot of information, and I saw the gloves that you guys are going to be fighting in, and they're the exact same UFC gloves with the K2S Combat logo on them.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you guys get to take them home with you too.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So this is a huge deal. I mean, they're like this, winning this belt, you're the first K2S Combat champion, $100,000. Where do you think that would put you in the nation's ranking to go to a bigger promotion?
It puts me exactly where I need to be, where I want to be, back on track. And knocking down Bellator's door again. We got some unfinished business with that promotion, or if the UFC calls, whether if it's to get right in, or if it's the Contender Series or tough, whatever it is, it's big things are gonna happen when I win this tournament. So just blessed in that aspect.
And that's really what K2S Combat and what I love about my job is helping you guys, get into the light and get exposure and win and compete, on a competitive level where everyone's growing and testing themselves. And so I think really with this promotion, it's going to be the booster feeder type promotion where they're offering really good payouts and good money to fighters. An undercard fighter is fighting for $1,500 to show and $1,500 to win. So they're walking out of there with $3,000 and a chance to, actually pay a little bit of their debt off, because being a fighter, it's not free.
Yeah, no, it's not. Honestly, that's another huge thing too. Even though K2S is a newer promotion, they're treating the fighters really well pay wise. There's a lot of, like I said, I've been trying to compete since June, and I've been getting a lot of offers where, the opponent say we like the opponent, but the pay is just terrible. Like stuff I made like when I'd make my debut. So it's kind of a turnoff. We're really not trying to put our life on the line for $200,
$200.
So, I mean, it was more like five to show, five to win, and I'm like, I made that like when I was making my debut, So,
Wow.
So now that when K2S called and they said it was a Grand Prix tournament, we liked the matchup, and with the money, it was just all positives and everything just looked real good on paper. So real excited that K2S is doing this for us and treating us really well too, money wise as well, and communication wise, just feel real comfortable.
Man, well, one thing about you is, and I know because like all your stuff, like you send over a lot of videos to the combat page or one of our editors, he receives your videos. And when they get posted, I'm like, SuperFly is like, he's getting into this. Like, but you have to be an entertainer.
100%. You got to be a showman, showwoman. You got to be able to, be able to perform. And if you want to be like, top dog and be different, you definitely have to talk a little bit and be entertaining. And, that's how you get more money and you get a bigger following and people, know who you are. So you definitely got to have a little, swagger to you and whatnot.
Absolutely. And it also makes you more appetizing to, sponsorships and other endorsement deals because they want personality. You
100%.
You can be a great fighter. You can even be a boring fighter. Like if, let's just say there are fighters that, people love watching striking, but as we just know, like just recently, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, your ground game means a lot, but some people call it boring. It gets the job done. You get the win, you take the money home. But if you have a really stellar personality and you can work the crowd, I mean, they don't care how you're winning,
Exactly.
So you're really doing an amazing job with that. And I can't wait to see you fight April 15th.
I appreciate you. No, I'm really excited to show up, show out, show, this just a different version of myself. I'm real excited. I'm really, really excited for that. So, can't wait.
That's awesome, Sean. Well, again, we're going to wrap up now, and thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday. Where are you heading to? Are you going to the gym or did you already train?
I already left the gym. Just supposed to go visit my grandparents and my mom real quick. So
nice.
Go see them real quick. Yeah.
Well, go hang out with your family, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
No, of course, I appreciate you. You're doing a great thing. You're doing your thing. Keep killing it.
Thank you. I try.
I see you.